If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a video in the future.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Friday the 13th game video. Before we dive into our main topic of the day, I do want to go over a few questions that have been making their way around the community and hopefully clarify a few things for everybody. For one, I want to correct a statement that we made regarding online content remaining available for players once the servers are shut off. We did say that it was confirmed that they were making this possible, however the only thing that has been confirmed is that they plan on trying to make that happen. However, at this time, it is not a high priority, as the servers will still be online for quite a while. A lot of people have also asked if modding the game will be an option in the future. Unfortunately, this won't be the case. Wes said on Twitter that adding in the tools to allow for modding is new content and is a legal no-no. It's a shame, as modding can result in some great things, but it's just not a possibility. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and discuss our main topic of the day, that being the collectible photos that were planned for the game, but obviously no longer can be added. Wes shared in a forum post that they had been working on new content for the collectibles that can be found in-game. Some are familiar with the Pamela and Tommy tapes within the Friday the 13th game. We were going to add photos to that system. In these photos, found around in drawers, etc., the subjects were going to focus on a young Pamela and a young Jason. I wasn't sure about doing this at first, not about adding to the collectibles, more than the subject and theme of the photos. I was afraid that by showing these that they'd be humanizing Jason too much. But the more I discussed the idea and the further into concepts we got with Rachel, the illustrator we were working with, the more I wanted to do it. The idea here was to shed some light on the life of Pamela and Jason before the events of the first film, back when Pamela worked at the diner and was then asked by the Christie family to come work at the camp. I was also interested in digging a little deeper into what life was like for a younger, more innocent Jason. Again, this is a delicate subject, so I used as much care as I could. So the first image here reveals Pamela working at a diner with a fairly innocent and likable smile. Wes went on to explain this image further, saying, Jason would have only been an infant at this point. Pamela seems happy working at the diner, perhaps for the first time in her life that is, if you follow or accept some of the semi-canon out there about the abusive relationship Pamela was in previously. I thought this was important to show her in a stable state. It solidified her as a provider and a good mother to Jason. I felt it also showed that her demeanor was pleasant and that folks in town probably liked her, which brought more power to the character when she lost Jason, and with him, her mind. It showed how far she fell when she snapped, all out of love for her son. So this first image of Pamela most of you have probably already seen, as Wes tweeted out in his personal Twitter. However, in this forum post, Wes revealed a second image that not many of you probably saw, revealing Jason somewhere between the age of 4 and 5 as he's dressing up for Halloween. Wes describes this image further, saying, he's excited because it is Halloween. I had the artist put him in a Frankenstein costume as a slight nod to Part 6 and Tom McLaughlin, as his approach to that film was very much a monster movie from the golden days of cinema. And of course, J6 was reanimated by lightning, much like Frankenstein's monster. I also had the artist add a cute little nod to Forest Green on the shirt. I also researched along with Rachel the types of costumes that would have been available at the time. I think she did a great job nailing that look. Lastly, and maybe the most important aspect of this image, was that Halloween was probably Jason's favorite time of the year. Jason was mentally simple, intellectually disabled but still full of life. A life that was full of ridicule from other kids. He probably never felt like he fit in, but on Halloween he got to pretend. Even with a disability, he understood that dressing up, putting on a mask, and hiding what he looked like was empowering. On that night, he just got to be another kid, getting free candy. I thought about that a lot. Perhaps, and this is a stretch, he reached for a mask later in life as a way to cope with the loss of his mother. Perhaps it reminded him of a different time. But maybe that's too deep. Either way, it was very interesting to me, and I bet some fans out there may find it interesting too. Well, he's definitely right there. Images like this really intrigued me as a fan of the films, and I'd love to see the others that they put together for the game. Hopefully in the future, Wes decides to reveal more. He did say that over the coming months they will show us some of the content that was planned but is no longer a possibility due to the lawsuit. As fans, we are simply hoping that seeing such content can at least give us some closure, and for that exact reason, we will continue to cover any other content reveals in the future. But that is going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way. Bring my baby back. You should have been watching him.